Alright folks, so it's 8:03 on a Saturday. I've been working on my stuff a lot over the years, and I figured now I could probably start recording it and posting it on the YouTubes, because I'm just an average Joe. Don't know what I'm doing. I make it up as I go. Basically just learn as I go. So tonight I've been having a problem with my fuel system in my 85 C10. We'll get more into the truck itself later on, but so it's been vapor locking since I've had it, and I thought that it'd be a good idea to go from a mechanical fuel pump to an electric fuel pump. First electric fuel pump I did, same issue with vapor lock, the truck wouldn't run. So then I put a higher output electric fuel pump on it, and I got my fuel pressure regulator, and sorry, the dogs are going nuts, and I'm able to regulate it down to about 9 psi, but it seems like it's still flooding because I can smell gas. My plugs are all fouled, so I'm going to go back to the mechanical, and now I have this thing, which actually I already have on the truck. I'll show you when I start working on that. I watched another fellow on YouTube, and it's a fuel filter for vapor lock. So it has, instead of just your normal 2 ports, your in and your out, you have 3. You have an in, an out, and then a return. So the truck came standard with the return line. Sorry, the puppies are going crazy. With a return line, and I'm just gonna tie into that. Before I can run anything though, I need to remove my electric fuel pump, redo the hoses back to the hard lines, and then go on from there. So with my mechanical here, I'm gonna start working on it. I'll do the little time-lapse thing like everybody does, and we'll go on from there. Once I go over to the truck, I'll show you what's going on with that, explain that a little bit, and then we'll go from there. Here we go. Like I said earlier, I'll show you guys, the truck, go over a little bit. Now I got the fuel pump, mechanical fuel pump, just had to put the 2 fittings into it. I'm gonna have to pull I'll flip you around. I'm gonna have to pull the alternator off. You don't have to, but it makes it easier to get to it. My alternator's here anyways. Some of them will be up over here, maybe up over there. But for my setup, it's here. The mechanical fuel pump goes down in here. Right now I have a block off plate there. This is that filter I was talking about. I hope I bought the right one. The video that I watched, this has an orifice in it. I think this one has it, and then the other one doesn't. I bought the one with the orifice, because I don't think that my return line has one in the tank already. So we're gonna use that. So bought the truck. I knew nothing about the motor other than it was a 350. It's actually a 92 block. I want to say it was a Blueprints engine. Got it. It was running okay. Misfiring a little bit, so I just did plugs, wires, the normal jazz. I started with doing a new distributor on it too, and then from there I decided I wanted to do a cam in it. So I did, I want to say it was a comp cam's mother thumper, something like that. It's been a while. And then my boss at the time had this sitting on this shelf, and I kept bugging him about it, and one year for a bonus he gave it to me. It was complete aside from this pulley here. That was a little bit hard to get, and then I had some issues with it, and that's why there's the black sealant all over it, because at the time, so it locked up. I sent it out, had it repaired, and then got it back, put it on the truck, and it locked up. So I took it apart, went to go order all the gaskets for it, and they were on back order for like 3 months. I was like, okay, there's a car show this weekend. This was like a Thursday. Car show was like on like a Sunday. I'm like, I can't be doing that. So good old gasket maker. I took it all apart. I actually sprayed it all down. The I forget what they're called. The things that turn inside. Yeah, those thingies. I sprayed it down with WD-40. Put my impact on this, and I started spinning it, and it spun really well. I did that for probably, I don't know, 30-40 minutes, back and forth, a little bit of WD-40 here and there, and kept going until it was just smooth. And then I did the gaskets the right way, put it on, let it set for a minute, and then bolted together. Did all that. and knock on wood, it's been working ever since. As of right now, the truck has sat for about a week because I've been working now and dealing with this little fuel system issue. So yeah, that's about it. Now right there, it's custom. So what I'm gonna do a little time-lapse thing. I'm gonna pull all this apart and just start, I guess, throwing it together. Be nice if I could do like they do on YouTube and snap and it'd be done. That'd be sweet. But I guess I'm gonna do it all myself. So here we go. Alright, so I did get it on. Obviously it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. You gotta struggle here and there. At least I did. I've probably done this, I don't know, 10, 12 times. I fight it every time. This time actually seemed pretty easy. I know it doesn't seem that way when you watch it, but it was. Lost my bolts for it, so I just stuck other ones in. These are a 9/16 by, I don't know, about that long. So that's done. Make sure when you do this, you have your gasket in place. Make sure that the rod coming down that touches the cam, you push it up. You saw me do it with a screwdriver. Push it up out of the way, slide this in. What I also did was put the fuel line, the incoming, I know it's kinked right now, I gotta go in there and mess with it. Put that on first. That makes it a little hard to put this on there, but it's really hard to put the fuel line on there once you have this in place. I did not tighten up the what do you call it? These things. I did not tighten that up on there yet because I wanted to make sure the hose could move a little bit while I was putting it on the hose clamp. I'm going to try to tighten it up now. Shouldn't be too hard to do now. You see the kink in it. Pretty major kink. But all I got to do is lift that up. It should loop right through here, no problem. So this right here is the out. So this right here is going to come up. This one you'll see, probably run it through here, have it come up to the front here, and boom, right into there. Yeah, I'm going to leave my pressure gauge on there because I really want to know what PSI I'm pushing. Should be pushing about 7, hopefully. So, and I'll put my, I don't know where to put this at. Actually, probably needs to come around like that because all the belts. So maybe it'll actually be something like this. Keep it away from everything. And I can put this one going right back behind it, down to the return here. So that's probably the better way to do it. So put you back on time lapse, let it do its thing. I'm gonna do my thing, and we'll regroup. All right, battery's about to die, but real fast. I had an issue. It was kinking up right here, so I ran it under the cross member, did a little loop around the hard lines, back to the cross member, and I brought it in right here. So this will be a nice straight shot going right into it. much better, out of the way, cleaner, all that good jazz. Gonna change the battery, get back to work. All right, it's sort of done. Not the cleanest, I know. Don't really care right now. I need to find out if it's gonna be functional or not. So, return line, feed, from the pump, inlet, outlet, return line here, coming off of here, all that good jazz. Hopefully, when I start the truck up, I'll have 7 PSI. Hopefully when the truck gets hot, I'll have 7 PSI. So now I need to get down to the underneath of the truck, mess with that, get the electric fuel pump undone, connect the hoses to the hard lines again, and then shoot, fire it up. Won't be firing up tonight because it's about, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. I like my neighbors, truck's real loud. So, but tomorrow, first thing, I will be firing it up. I hope that is if I finish doing this tonight. So yeah, I will do my best to record underneath. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to because underneath is a little bit tight because I have this this thingamabob here. It's called a quick lift. Pretty much just a manual lift. Kind of cool. I like it. Works for me since I have low ceilings in my garage. So yeah, my electric fuel pump is right there, and all I gotta do is take all that mess, undo it, and connect those hoses back to the lines that are on the other side of that, and then pretty much that's it. So I'm gonna get to it. Alright, so I did a few things off camera. My alternator had a bolt stuck in it, so I wound up cutting the head of the bolt off because it was aluminum. I couldn't weld to it. I can chisel it off. Finally got it off. Then I had to use a pair of vice grips, get it off. So that was fun. That's done. Then I just replaced the pigtail. And I just had an old shitty one on there, so I mean crappy one. So you know, just did that real fast. Now I'm gonna put it back in, probably do a time lapse on it because you know I'm gonna fiddle with it for about 20 minutes because it's late and I want to go to bed. So why not take 45 minutes to do it anyway? So, all right, here we go. Time lapse. Good morning. It is the next day. I slept in a little bit later than I wanted to, but I did go ahead and start the truck. It took a minute, obviously, because it needed some gas flowing through it, but my rigging looks to be not leaking, so that's good. It ran, it sat, it idled. My fuel pressure is about 7, roughly where it needs to be anyways. Still not sure if my fuel pump or my fuel filter is the correct one. Face is all red already from wiping and whatnot, all the dang exhaust fumes, because it was running rich before, so the fumes are strong. So yeah, I mean, now I gotta unbolt the electric fuel pump, get that out of the way. I gotta do an oil change on this thing because the oil definitely smells a little bit like gas. Put new plugs in it, and then go do some burnouts, I guess. Alright guys, oil change time. I have not done an oil change on this quick lift before. This is my first time. I figured I'd keep the back down, front up, let the oil drain out, nice and easy that way. But here's what she looks like now. So quick lift, you know, my garage, like I was saying before, is short. So it's nice though, there's plenty of room under there. I also have a huge trans leak. I gotta try to figure out what that is, what the hell's going on there. Don't know where it's leaking at. I've been chasing it for a little while. Recently it got really bad, so I really got to find it now. But the quick lift, for you guys like me that don't have a lot of room, this thing works pretty good. So back it off, put the front up, get the truck on, and then you move that fat bar in the middle, point it up, put a jack under it, jack it up, and then there's two legs. You can kind of see the one across the way over there. Those fold down and lock in place, and then the whole truck's up in the air. Works pretty good. I mean, I can sit up underneath of there and work on stuff. That's actually how I did my fuel tank the last 6 times. But I'm gonna drain the oil. I'm gonna pull this crap off of here. I'm not gonna clean the frame up because I don't care. Can't see it anyways. So, and yeah, I guess I should probably stop talking and start doing it. There's a drop of something there. I'm hoping that's just water from the exhaust. But I don't know that I'm that lucky because it dropped there, dripped there, which means it probably came from up front somewhere. Sweet. That's great. Awesome. Okay, anyways, time to get to it.